Cool Hit Sports Network proudly presents East and West Carter Boys and Girls Soccer on Cool TV. Now let's go to the pitch for the pregame show on Cool TV.
And a pleasant good evening from Bill Ticknor Memorial Soccer Complex here at East Carter Middle School. Welcome into the pregame show inside the Joker Lawn Care broadcast tent. James Carter, happy to have you along with us tonight. 62nd District Girls Championship on tap between East and West Carter. East Carter won the boys championship last night, defeating West Carter 8-0. This will be the third time these two teams have met this season. East Carter has won both handily, as they took the season opener 7-0 and then defeated this West Carter team last time out 8-1. West Carter got past Morgan County 2-0. East Carter rolled past Greenup 8-0. So the Raiders trying to pick up their 13th consecutive 62nd District Championship, and they have done it in the past 12 in convincing fashion. We'll tell you about that as we roll through the contest this evening. Let's take a break, and we'll come back, get our starting lineups, get you ready for first kick. 62nd District Girls Championship here in Grayson, and our coverage continues after this on Cool TV.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pop and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care. 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
At Preston Family Funeral Home, we understand how making decisions during the loss of a loved one can be most difficult. You can help relieve this burden on your family with pre-planning at Preston Family Funeral Home. It's safe, secure, and simple. You can transfer your existing plan from any other funeral home to Preston Family Funeral Home by simply calling 606-325-4946. Preston Family Funeral Home. Our family serving yours because we care.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Núñez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Núñez, the best around. The Greenup County Public Library System is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family, because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations, or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Back here at the Joker Lawn Care broadcast tent, James Carr, happy to have you along with us here this evening as we get you set for the 62nd District Girls Soccer Championship here at Bill Ticknor Memorial Soccer Complex in Grayson. Wes Carter will be in the white jerseys tonight, maroon bottoms. East Carter in the pink for breast cancer awareness jerseys. Let's meet our starting lineups.
And now, introducing the starting lineups for both teams. Starting with the visitors on the scoreboard, the West Carter Lady Comets. Number 34, Holly Brown. Number 10, Sydney Cecil. Number 2, J.C. Cooley. Number 16, Kaylee Hollingsworth. Number 9, Hannah King. Number 32, Sophie Martin. Number 11, Brooklyn Stokes. Number 9, Cameron Varney. Number 22, Olivia Wagner. Number 3, Cameron Ward. And number 30, Brooklyn Wilburn. And now, for the home team on the scoreboard, your East Carter Lady Riders. 00, Brayley Boggs. Number 21, Addie Tiller. Number 3, Essie Kaiser. Number 4, Olivia Caesar. Number 6, Ellie Thomas. Number 7, Hannah Felty. Number 12, Maddie Moore. Number 17, Mia Frazier. Number 24, Gracie Davis. Number 26, Avery Hall. And number 30, Savannah Adams.
Your starting lineups. We'll pause for the national anthem. We'll return for kickoff after this on Kool TV.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Border Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Lewes, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter what species of fish you are targeting, Border Sporting Goods has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders also has baits in every size and style with a wide selection of tackle from Berkley, Strike King, Zoom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
The Electric Plant Board of the City of Vanceburg has been serving the needs of the community since 1939 and is dedicated to maintaining reliable utility service for its customers. Their employees are active members of the community and take pride in serving their neighbors and friends. The Utility Board encourages their customers to use their convenient online bill pay or phone payment service located on the back of their bill. They remind everyone to call 811 before you dig, even for small jobs, to prevent hitting buried utility line. And they wish all the teams the best of luck this season.
At Papa John's, get an extra large New York style one topping pizza for only $10.99. hand stretch, mouth watering, get that ooey gooey cheese. 8 extra large slices, hold it and fold it. It's an extra large, bigger is better, more for your money, New York style pizza. Better ingredients, better pizza, better get you some cheesy, saucy, tossy Papa John's. Get an extra large New York style one topping pizza for only $10.99. Papa John's.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today. That's Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Other restrictions may apply.
Back here at the Joker Lawn Care broadcast tent, James Carter, happy to have you along with here tonight as we bring you the 62nd District Girls Championship game between East and West Carter. 61st meeting between these two since 2002. And East Carter has been in control of that contest just about every single time. 58-1-2 the overall record. East Carter has never lost in a 62nd District Championship. The district was formed back in 2012. The Raiders are 12-0 in those 12 contests, outscoring their contest members by a total of 62-4. That's what you call dominance inside your district. Raiders 14-3-3. Their last year in the 22nd district, when in 2011, they won the district and the 11th region title. West Carter puts it in play. They'll work it from left to right as I view it here at Bill Ticknor Memorial Soccer Field. The Raiders in the pink jerseys tonight, West Carter in the whites. Raiders play it up forward. Thomas works it off the left side now. Swings it down inside the box. It's turned away on the back line as the center back of Cameron Ward turns it back upfield. Madeline Moore will settle things down. Avery Hall plays it forward up to Felty. Felty with 2 on. Up to Thomas. Thomas rolls it out right to Caesar, but stepping to was Olivia Wagner, and there'll be a throw-in coming up for the Raiders. There's a good look at Caesar right there over the shoulder of our camera operator on the far sideline. She'll drop into Frazier. Good battle between Frazier and Wagner. Raiders try to bend it back in the middle. That's out to Adams. Now Essie Kaiser down the middle, trying to play a through ball out to Thomas. Thomas has a look, goes with the left foot off the upright. Caught the left upright. As we take a look at it on the Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay. That close for making it 1-0. Goal kick for the Comets. Varney wins it out of the air and then tries to pass it midfield. Savannah Adams steps in. Avery Hall gives it a swing and a whiff on that one as she sends it backward. Wind blowing today from our backs across the field, kind of toward the dugouts. So that's going to play some havoc a little bit on balls that get up in the air until it settles down. It was kind of the same way last night until about 6:45, almost 7, once that sun dropped down, and then the wind really laid down and was not much of a factor in the second part of the game. Raiders with good possession here. Thomas slowing things down. She'll back it out to Moore, who plays at the top of the midfield position. Here's Essie Kaiser, finds a loose ball, puts it on the left foot, and a one-hopper in to the keeper of Sydney Cecil. So the Raiders with a couple of swings of the net in the first 2:30. But we stay scoreless here. Cecil gets a good ball out to midfield. Hall backpedaling. She'll slow it down on a tap to the near side. Coming in is Felty. Her and Varney battle for position. Pass swiped away as stepping to is Brooklyn Stokes. Now the Comets with a push. They'll play it out wide to Martin. And that'll bring the Raiders goalkeeper of Braley Boggs off her line. She'll put the mitts to it and send it back down the field. Good ball from Boggs, the senior. High bouncing ball finds its way across. Second bounce is controlled out of the air by the Comets. They'll play it out wide, looking out toward Martin. Martin with a player in tow of Gracie Davis. And a Raiders throw-in coming up. Now, I was actually going to say it was Wes Carter, so the Comets will toss it in. J.C. Cooley. Cooley plays it down inside, looking toward the 18. Savannah Adams wins it. Now Thomas starting a run for the Raiders. Players each direction, bends it left. Knifing her way through the defense, and she gets tripped, and it's going to be a free kick coming up for the Raiders. As stepping in and catching her by the feet was Cameron Ward. So a free kick coming up for the Raiders, and Addison Tiller will come up and swing it toward the net. Plenty of leg for Addison here to take a lineup shot. And she sends it right at the keeper, and Sydney Cecil sticks it in the mitts. You look at East Carter and Ellie Thomas, 17th in the state in goals scored at 35, 16th in assists with 17. She's tied for 12th with points totaled of 87. Braylee Boggs, the goalkeeper, tied for 18th with shutouts at 8. State lead is at 14. And then his team in some pretty good company as well. 33rd in team score, averaging 4 goals a game. Team defense, 19th, less than a goal a game. Scoring margin, 3.1. That's tied for 18th. And shutouts at tie for 30th. Raiders rolled through Greenup County 8-0. Here's a ball down to Thomas. She had it down inside the 18. Slowing things down, she'll send it off to Frazier. Frazier with a touch near side. There's nobody there, though. 8-0, they win it. Frazier had 2 goals. Thomas with 2 goals and an assist. Tiller, Meanix, Moore, and Caesar each punched in a goal. Caesar added 3 assists in the winning effort, and Carly Rutledge had an assist as well. For the moment, we stay scoreless. 5 minutes gone here in the opening half. Adams with a big throw down to the box. Thomas controls it out of the air, settles it down inside the 18. Knifing her way through 2 defenders, rolls it out top. That's Moore who backpedals, and she'll chip this one toward the box and sends it skyward. And then if Coach Tim Champlin's looking for a kicker, there's one that's on the sidelines there waiting for it. She had that one from about 30. Our crew tonight, Jacob Hankins and Trey Collier. Bringing you all the great shots you see there on the field level cameras. Caesar tried to play that one off of her head, but it went backward. But Gracie Davis is right there. She'll push it up the right edge, bends it back in the middle. That's to Thomas. Thomas patiently trying to punch it down. Had Adams on a through ball. Comets step 2 and take it away. Adams regains control. Back out to Moore. Now Olivia Wagner trying to play it forward to Sophia Martin, and out of bounds. Raiders settle it quickly and put it back in play. Here's Thomas working up that right side down to the corner. Caesar coming on. Caesar chips near side and sends it way too deep. And a goal kick coming up for the Comets. Of the 12 district championships that have played so far in the 62nd, East and West Carter have been in 9 of those. The other 3 was with Greenup County, 2012, 13, and 17. Last year, East defeated West Carter 2-1. Nice play there by Essie Kaiser. Frazier has it off of her feet, though, as Stokes took it away. Savannah Adams with an interception out top. Rolls it down outside the 18 to Thomas. Thomas trying to play it down on the right side for Caesar, but it's taken away on the back line by the Comets. Raiders controlling possession on their half of the field, but have not yet found a ball through the net. Here's Caesar, a chip down inside the 6. Adams on the header, and it finds its way through. It's going to go home as an own goal, but Savannah Adams will get the credit for it. As a nice ball there by Savannah Adams, and East Carter takes an early 1-0 lead. Caesar will pick up the assist. Again, all of our replays brought to you in part by Grayson Sporting Goods. For all your sporting goods needs, see the great folks on Main Street in Grayson. Hall swings that one to the far sideline. Trying to play it out of the air, there was Riley Humphreys. She checks into the game for her first action. Going back to the contest, 23 it was 2-0, 1-0 in 22, 4-1 in 21, 4-0 in 20, as well as in 19 a 2-0 and a 9-1 rout in 2018. And then in 17 it was a 6-0 defeat of Greenup County. Here's Thomas down the middle. Loses it off of her foot. Comments will clear, but right there's Essie Kaiser. Caesar works it off the right side. Down to Thomas. Thomas can't settle. She'll bring it to the near side with heavy pressure in tow from behind. Hall on the back line. Tiller touches it off near side. Stepping to, though, was Varney. Comets trying to get a move going, but can't do so as Kelly Hollingsworth. Now, good ball up the near side to Varney. Tiller backpedaling, trying to cut off the angle. And Tiller does two great moves there defensively to take it off of her feet before she pulls a good shot toward the net. Had a 1v1 and couldn't finish as Tiller was able to get back there and play that back line of the defense super. Her and Hall, they pretty much anchor everything in that back line and kind of an extension of the goalie, if you will, for East Carter. Trying to get a through ball moving up toward Thomas. Nothing's there. Thomas in between the midfield stripe of the 18. And that's Holly Brown who takes it away on the far side. Davis steps to. Caesar up the right edge. Down to Thomas. Thomas down to the right corner. And that's Brooklyn Wilburn that pokes it out of bounds. And it'll be a throw in for the Raiders. Got a ball boy down there. Boy, he was on a bead to that other ball. He had to take another one down there to Caesar to throw in. Right there out of the corner. Drops it into Thomas, gives it back to Caesar. She'll fire it up off top of the 18. A ball knocked down off of the gloves, but Sydney Cecil is able to put it in there and no issues whatsoever. Here's Felty. Up to Adams. Adams with a nice move in the middle of the field. Trying to feed it right back to Felty. They can't make the hook up. The Raiders will slow things down. Now Thomas off that right edge. Fires a bullet right at the goalkeeper. And Cecil's able to pounce on that one and keep it 1-0 at the moment. As we look at it on the Grayson Sporting Goods Instant Replay. Ball kind of kicks off the glove there of Cecil, but she was able to jump on it before anybody else could get there and try to punch it through. Brown takes it away, rolling it through up front on a run. That's Hollingsworth. Tiller on the back line just spins and takes it away. Essie Kaiser trying to settle near side, loses it out of bounds. And we'll get a sub coming on for West Carter before The ball gets put in play. Madison Bird's checking on, and Ursula Blevins. Monica Parker will toss it in. You can see that sun. It is brutal right now off to the far corner on this near end. Birds with Thomas playing behind. Tries to feed it backward. Nice job there by Riley Humphreys. Now Birds. Moore and Adams pressure. Adams takes it away. Davis the right side, and here come the Raiders. Leading 1-0. Had a 7th-minute goal on the header from Savannah Adams. Caesar quickly drops it in. They'll go right back to her. Thomas settles. Nice move inside the 18. Ball loose outside. A left-footed shot by Thomas, and another great save by Sydney Cecil. She got good foot on that one. And Cecil was standing right there on the post, though, to thwart it away. There's Frazier. Looks near side to Adams. Adams trying to get it down to Thomas just outside the 18. Can't do so. Frazier steps 2 now. Caesars wanting it out wide on the right edge. Comets will take it away as everybody bunches up together. Near side, here comes Varney. Varney trying to take it down to the right corner. Wanted to feed it inside. A good idea, but Tiller steps 2 and takes it away. We're going to push against Avery Hall, and it'll be a free kick for the Comets. Pair of subs on the far side set to come in, 1 for each side. And coming up is Brooklyn Wilburn, just above the 18. She'll bend one off, and right there is Brooklyn Boggs, or Brayley Boggs, excuse me, who puts the mitts to it with ease. 15 minutes gone here in the opening half. Raiders still in front 1-0. Adams and Frazier kind of occupying the same piece of real estate. They maintain possession. Now Thomas working around the defense, starting a push up the near side. Now centers it up, top of the 18, looking for Felty, who was leaking out that left side and can't get the ball to her. Comets really clogging up the middle, taking away those running lanes that East Carter likes to occupy on the attacks. Birds tries to settle, can't do so. It's right back to Moore, though, on the ball that Karam's away. Moore shoves Bird off the ball, and then he'll chip it off to the right side. Caesar settles. Back to the middle, Frazier. Down to Felty. Raiders trying to go a little 1-2. Down to Thomas. Thomas, the pass, it was way too high for her. Now Caesar battling for position. Ball kicked out of bounds. Raiders throw in far sideline. And we'll get subs coming on for both sides. Carly Rutledge checking in for East Carter as Hannah Felty steps off. Oh, my mistake. I looked at the wrong number. Yeah, Haley Manning. My mistake. Thank you. Now, that is Grant's younger sister? Okay. Ball on top of the 18. Boggs is right there, though. One nothing Raiders. West Carter's done a really good job defensively, taking away all those running lanes for the Raiders. Have not given them an opportunity to do a whole lot with it around the 18. There's a ball chipped ahead. Near side, Varney. Varney bends it to the left. Nobody's home there for the Comets, though, and it'll roll out of bounds. And a nice save on the back post on the ball that comes across by Boggs. Nice job by Sophie Martin to play that one across on a ball that looked like it was going to be out of bounds. We lost it in the sun. And Boggs was right there before Varney can get to it to poke it through. So Cameron Varney made a great run, but Comets still trail 1-0. Now back to Varney. She'll center it up, playing it back toward Birds in the middle. Birds turned it near side toward Varney. It's out of bounds, throw-in Raiders. 18 minutes gone here in the opening half. Raiders still in front, 1-0. Varney and Adams battling for position with the ball right in front of me. Adams will settle. Brings it off the near side. It's kicked out of bounds into the Comets fans. And Adams will go to throw it in, but before she does, we'll get a sub. And now Carly Rutledge checking in. And she'll replace Hannah Felty. Sierra Diamond checked in for Wes Carter on that last stoppage in her first action. Thomas feeds it up, looking for Meanix. Comets turn it away. And then Essie Kaiser drops back on this back line. Nice save on the back line there. And she tried to turn it up the near side, but nobody was home. Meanix winning the ball out top of the 18. Nice move with the ball on her feet by Brooklyn Stokes. And then Essie Kaiser, another defensive stand out there at midfield. Raiders doing a tough job right now possessing the ball with crispness. Saw this last night with the boys. Really struggled making passes that were where it needed to be so they could make a play with the ball. Here's a ball with a 2-on-1. Makes its way down out top of the 6, but before it gets on the near side of Rutledge, Cecil comes out and gets it with the mitts. Raiders had an opportunity there. They had a 2-on-1. Essie Kaiser brings it near side off to Rutledge. Rutledge trying to go down inside to Meanix, and J.C. Cooley steps right in the way. Here's Hall as she'll bump that one out of bounds as she takes Varney off of her feet. And we'll get a sub for Wes Carter. Back into the game is Holly Brown as Hollingsworth will step out. Comets throw in. We'll drop it at the feet of J.C. Cooley. Cooley trying to play it up the near side and rolls it out of bounds. Wanted to feed it right back to Cameron Varney. They couldn't make the connection. Inside of 19 we go. Raiders still leading at 1-0. Here's Meanix. Loses it for a moment. Now Adams. Down the middle to Thomas, who's got 2 on. Raiders will try to play it outside now. Down to the right side to Caesar. That one's going to kick off the leg of Wagner out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for the Raiders. No, they'll say she kept it in. Right at the line. That's the thing about in soccer is if the entire ball has to go across that line, not just a part of it. If any part of that ball is still lingering over top of that white line, it is in play. You can save it at the last given moment. It's like any other sport where if the ball touches the line, it's considered out. Thomas brings it near. Heavy pressure on from behind by Parker. Thomas with 2 players chasing her with 1 behind as well. And Parker just clears it out to the near side, and there's Varney with nobody in front. Hall and Tiller start to backpedal. Looking to play it down to Bird, and Maddie Moore takes it away. A nice job, then loses it on the backside as Birds takes it away from her. Birds down inside toward the far side of the 18. Nobody's there, though. Rutledge settles it off of her head, plays it forward. Kool trying to take it away as they battle for position. Nice job on the back line here by Cameron Ward to take that one away from Rutledge. We're just fighting for position with the ball right now around midfield. Neither team really possessing it whatsoever. It's been a sloppy half of ball control thus far for the Raiders. Adams tries to turn it far side, and there's nobody there. Brooklyn Stokes steps in. And we get a foul against East Carter on the inadvertent handball on Ellie Thomas. So a free kick coming up. So we'll go across 16 minutes when this one goes back in play. Raiders leading at 1-0. There's Birds out near midfield, and Raiders win position out to Adams. Now her and Moore. A nice job by Monica Parker. She steps to, tries to play a through ball. Boggs will come up and boom it back to midfield. Tiller trying to leave it for Davis as she sends it up the far side and bends it back in play. And subs coming on both ways. Felty back in for East Carter. Humphreys and Hannah King returning for West Carter. Rutledge steps off. And also back in is Brooklyn Wilburn. Comets throw in far side. As Isla Blevins loses that one out of bounds. Throw in Raiders. Caesar drops it into Adams. And then Caesar will boom it near side for Essie Kaiser. Kaiser trying to get a run. Ball loose, comes near side Felty. Just outside the 6. Felty trying to turn it across with her left foot and sends it off the back of the net. And a goal kick coming up for the Comets. Approaching 14 minutes to go here in the opening half. 1-0 on the 8th minute goal, or the 7th minute goal, excuse me, from Savannah Adams. Hannah Felty has it at her feet, and it just squirted away from her with two players on both sides. That was King and Parker. The Comets just basically doing, anytime a ball gets near Thomas or anybody else with the ball, they're putting two people immediately to it. Taking the chance of getting beat with a mismatch, but so far the Raiders have not been able to capitalize. The passing for the Raiders has been lethargic at best, as it has just been balls pinballing all over the field today. Comes Hollingsworth back in for West Carter. East boys victorious last night as they defeated the Comets 8-0. Raiders 14-3-3. They fell here last Thursday to Winfield out of West Virginia 4-2. Comets come in with a record of 7-9-2. A 2-0 win over Morgan County. They drew against Prestonsburg. And then they fell here to East Carter last Monday, 7-1. Here's Martin. Nice ball down to Hollingsworth, but Tiller's right there. And a very dangerous ball as Tiller tries to turn it back toward Boggs and didn't get a lot on it. And Hollingsworth was beating down on the goalkeeper for the Raiders. Now Thomas with a head of steam, working down the right side. Has 2 on, feeds it across to Frazier, dumps it out near side Felty. Felty outside the 6, takes a curl on it, tries to roll it down toward the box and doesn't get a lot to it. And another Raiders run turned away. Adams settles as J.C. Cooley loses her footing. Now Adams tries to poke it down. Touches it with the left foot. There's Thomas on a chip shot top shelf, and it goes off the top of the net. A nice save again by Sydney Cecil as we take a look at it on the Grayson Sporting Goods Instant Replay. A really nice ball. And right off the top of the mitts. So a corner kick coming up, our first of the ball game. Frazier, a good ball down inside the 18. Plays its way across the back, tangled up in feet. Caesar swings the leg and sends it over top of the goalpost. So inside of 11 to go, still 1-0. Brooklyn Wilburn plays it near side. Right there's Felty. Felty settles. King with heavy pressure. Sophie Martin turns it upfield. Nice play by her, but there's nobody there in white for the moment until the Raiders lose possession. And now the Comets trying to play a through ball up. Gracie Davis. She'll just turn it out of bounds and settle things down for the Raiders defense. Comets sub coming on. As returning is Brooklyn Stokes. And J.C. Cooley will step out. 10 minutes to go in the opening half, 1-0. East Carter leading it on the lone goal thus far from Savannah Adams in the 7th minute. Adams battling for position. Hollingsworth has it out on the left side. Works herself down inside the 18. Avery Hall takes it off of her feet. Now Caesar with a push up the right side. Humphreys trying to cut her off and takes it off her feet for a moment. Throw in Raiders as Caesar will put it back in play. Brings it out to Thomas. Thomas can't settle though. Adams coming back in play from midfield. Plays it off the chest downward. Tries to turn it towards Caesar in that right corner. And that Comets defensive back line steps to again. They've been stellar. Here's Birds. Thought she was going to bend that one out to the right side as she had Martin releasing that way. But she decided to take a swing toward Boggs. As you can see the difference in the sun right now. When we look toward that end, it is brutal. And it's going to be like that for about another 6 minutes until it gets behind that tree. And then it'll settle down a little bit. That is what Sydney Cecil is looking back toward whenever the Raiders come toward her. And that's why she's done such a remarkable job on some of those balls that's been hit well. And she's fighting that sun with a ball flying at her face with a hand up right now. She holds it trying to see. Here's Frazier. Puts it with the left foot inside the 6. Finds the feet of Thomas. But it's turned away again. And we stay 1-0. Really good ball there by Frazier. Thomas got to it with the foot, but just didn't get a whole lot to it. Caesar giving chase with Brooklyn Wilburn. Throw in Raiders, Caesar on the far sideline. Inside of 8 minutes to play. Sorella Williams checking in for the Raiders as she'll replace Avery Hall. And back in for the Comets is Isla Blevins. Here's Thomas. Tries to swing it across the 6 and nothing there but white jerseys as it was out of bounds, and goal kick coming up for West Carter. West Carter looking for their first win over East Carter since 2003. That was 1-0 on August the 26th. Against the 61st meeting between these two teams since 2002. The Raiders lead the series 58-1-2. The two ties came back on 2003 in September, a 1-1 tie. And then in 2004 in October, 2-2. Raiders with two convincing wins this season, 7-0 and 8-1. It's kind of been the same thing the last couple of years. East has controlled the regular season meetings and then struggled with finishing off West Carter in the district championship game, as the last two seasons have been decided by a total of 3 goals, 2-0 last year, 1-0 and 22. Adams will take a seat, as will Martin for West Carter. Haley Meanings returning for the Raiders. King steps out. Back in is Cameron Ward. Thomas takes it off of her feet. Underneath is Brooklyn Wilburn. You got to give a hat tip to that back line for the Comets because they have done a remarkable job. A big push there on the back end on Olivia Caesar, as Caesar gets pushed to the ground, and they'll get a foul against West Carter. So a free kick coming up for the Raiders. Tiller lofts it ahead. Ball inside the box. And a big swing at the net. And is turned away by Cecil. As the Raiders had a couple of good looks at it. But Sydney Cecil being a wall right now. Frazier did it first. Felty was there with a left foot, but couldn't bend it past Sydney Cecil. We go across the 5-minute mark. 1-0, Raiders in front. But West Carter's defense has stood tall here thus far in the first 35 minutes of this one. Williams plays it forward. Thomas beating Parker to the punch. Now Thomas with a nice move. Goes left, gets down inside the 18. Rolls it out to the top, trying to feed it. And Meanix with a left-footed kick right to Sydney Cecil. Another great ball by the Raiders and another great save by the keeper for the Comets. Suffocating pressure there by Brooklyn Wilburn. Here's Thomas working with it inside the box, bends it to the near side and gets it in. So Ellie Thomas picks up her 34th goal of the season as we go to the Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay. And with 4:06 to go here in the opening half. Raiders lead at 2-0. Sun has drifted downward to where most of the field is now covered in shade. There's Varney. Williams playing on her. Now Williams. That one bounds off of Williams out of bounds on the big swing there from Brooklyn Stokes. Throw in West Carter. Felty brings it up the near line. We'll touch it right back to her. Again, trying to play a little give and go, but they got it out too far ahead. Meanings couldn't settle before it got there. Now Brown. Comes near side, Varney. Varney working to the right corner. Williams is there. Throw in Comets. Stokes receives the drop. Heavy pressure there from Essie Kaiser. A chip down toward the box, and right there's Boggs as her and Hollingsworth exchange some pleasantries real quick. Inside of 3 to go. Raiders lead at 2-0. Brown with 2 on, bends it near side Stokes. Stokes trying to go up the right side, and he's going to go across the end line. The Raiders' goal kick coming up. And we're going to sub Freeze Carter coming on. As that's Rutledge is going to return. And she'll replace Olivia Caesar. Raiders working it up the far side. Looking down toward Meanix, but nobody there but Brooklyn Wilburn for the Comets. There's Tiller. J.C. Cooley trying to play it through into heavy pressure from behind by the Raiders. Thomas on a run. Nice ball fed near side. Thomas slams on the break, loses her footing. She'll regain it and the possession of the ball. Splits the defense, works to the top of the 18, and shoots it into the legs of Brooklyn Wilburn as it caroms all the way to the far side. Moore tries to play it in, does so. Nice job there by Maddie Moore. Puts it in the air, back post, right there Cecil as Thomas was coming down the near side. As we're just over a minute to go and it stays 2-0 on another nice save from Sydney Cecil. Kaiser over pursues, but Frazier's there on the backside who settles it at her feet. Bends it out to the right side. Inside of a minute to go here in the first. Thomas from the right edge. Trying to play it across the end line. Bends it out top of the 6. Ball tumbles right at the edge of the line. Comets win it. Davis with the interception out at midfield. 30 seconds to go in the half. Ball down to the right side. Too far past Thomas. 15 seconds to go. That's going to go across the end line and a goal kick coming up for the Comets as we're going to go to the half. Raiders going to lead at 2-0. But a heck of an effort on the back line from Wes Carter that has thwarted away several Raiders runs and keeps this game within reach after the first 40 minutes. Halftime here in Grayson. We'll break it down when we return after this here on Kool TV.
Osman Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmanpharmacy.com. Osman Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osman Pharmacy and Grill today. Osman Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
Miller Insurance Agency began serving the insurance needs of Northeast Kentucky in 1967. Since then, the agency has prospered by providing valuable insurance protection to our community. As your independent insurance agent, we're not tied to one company. Rather, we compare different carriers, finding the best price. Call or stop by today to compare your coverages. Remember, your independent agent serves you first. Find us online at millerins.net or stop by Miller Insurance, 210 South Carroll Malone Boulevard in Grayson. Check out Dyer's Big Sandy in Grayson for great prices on home appliances like washers and dryers, ranges and dishwashers. See our giant selection of living room suites, bedroom suites, recliners, mattresses, and electronics, including TVs and speakers. Visit our showroom at 506 Carroll Malone Boulevard in Grayson. You'll find the best prices and the best selection for every room of your home. And Dyer's has all the top brands in bedding: Tempur-Pedic, Purple, Stearns & Foster, Sealy, and Beauty Rest. Dyer's Big Sandy, 506 Carroll Malone Boulevard in Grayson.
Not only is State Senator Robin Webb proud to support and congratulate our youth in all their endeavors in and out of the classroom, but your State Senator Robin Webb is also proud to support and work for all the adults in her district. Robin Webb strives to put forth the best for youth and adults alike. Whether it's in Frankfort or here at home in her district, know that Robin Webb puts you first in all of her decisions she makes. State Senator Robin Webb strives harder every day to make Kentucky a better place to work, live, and have fun.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pop & Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
At Preston Family Funeral Home, we understand how making decisions during the loss of a loved one can be most difficult. You can help relieve this burden on your family with pre-planning at Preston Family Funeral Home. It's safe, secure, and simple. You can transfer your existing plan from any other funeral home to Preston Family Funeral Home by simply calling 606-325-4946. Preston Family Funeral Home. Our family serving yours because we care.
The Joker Lawn Care broadcast tent. James Carter here at the half, 2-0. East Carter leads West Carter. It has been sloppy. And I just checked in with our camera operator on the far sideline. He's over there close to where Tyler Walker is talking with his team right now. And the quote he said, "You're just slinging your legs around." And that kind of sums it up very much so. Raiders have really struggled possessing the ball with a purpose. West Carter has done a phenomenal job on the back line packing it in, and Sydney Cecil has had several balls that have been swung right at her that she's made some phenomenal saves on, especially looking at the sun that it was in her face for about 38 of the first 40 minutes of this contest. Raiders did get two across as Savannah Adams poked one in off a crosser from Olivia Caesar in the 9th minute. That made it 1-0. We didn't get our second goal until the 37th minute. That was when Ellie Thomas finished in the box and got it through. And Raiders have had some really good runs, but when they did get the runs, Sydney Cecil's been there on the back line. West Carter has not really mounted much of a charge offensively, but the one time they did get it there, Braley Boggs made a nice stop on the back line before Varney could get there on the crosser from the far corner. So we stand at 2-0. Raiders trying to claim their 13th consecutive 62nd District Championship. And as of right now, if it did go down as it is, it would be a sloppy win at best. And see if the Raiders can clean things up in the next 40 minutes. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll get you ready for second half action here from Grayson as we continue our coverage on the 62nd District Girls Soccer Championship from Bill Ticknor Memorial Soccer Complex after this on Kool TV.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around. The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Back here at the Joker Lawn Care broadcast tent, James Carr, happy to have you along with us here tonight as we bring you coverage of the 62nd District Championship matchup between East and West Carter. Raiders lead at 2-0. Go from Savannah Adams in the 9th minute, and then Ellie Thomas pokes in goal number 34 of the season in the 37th minute. Beautiful evening here in Grayson. Sun is gone. Temperatures have dropped. Feels like about 10 degrees immediately. No, and the other thing that went away, as soon as that sun went down, the wind went away. I mean, it is like just a repeat of what we saw last night. And kind of the same product on the field, too. The Raiders, on the boys' side, really struggled early possessing the ball, ugly passing, and then got things rolling a little bit and closed things off with an 8-0 win. East Carter here today. Again, the last couple of seasons, it's been the same thing. Have kind of really controlled the regular season meetings and then got into a dogfight when they get into the district championship. Region championship will play next week down at Menifee County in Frenchburg. Unfortunately, due to the distance of the travel and everything down there, we will not be able to bring coverage from that area. And it is just, that's almost 2 hours one direction. There's going to be some late nights for certain for some of these teams that's got to make the travel toward it. I mean, it's the furthest of anywhere in the region of the 16th. But Menifee County getting that new complex fully turfed. So it should be a beautiful place, but it'll get started next week. Talking with Coach Tyler Walker yesterday, and he said he's going down Saturday as they will get everything set for the draws and figure out who's going to play who. Raiders will have the ball to start the second half. They'll work it left to right as I view it here on the field. Trying to claim number 13 in a row in the 62nd District. Raiders have never lost since the 62nd District was created back in 2012. That first year, they beat Greenup County 6-0. Second half underway. Starters both ways returning to action. Gracie Davis tries to feed it in the middle, and there's nobody there. Savannah Adams had to hustle too. Avery Hall off that back line. Sloppy pass, turned back toward by the Comets. Addison Tiller swings it forward, and nobody there but a white jersey. Now Hollingsworth working on Tiller. Tiller takes it off of her feet for a moment. Near side Davis off a pass for Moore. Plays it up the line to Caesar. Caesar working down the right side. Gets pushed off the ball as Olivia Wagner gives her a shove. And they're going to say Caesar touched last, so it'll be a throw in for the Comets. Riley Humphreys to bring it in. Here's Moore. Plays it back out towards Caesar. Caesar with a chip down into the right side of the box. Ellie Thomas is there with a player from behind. It'll be a goal kick as it rolls off of her foot out of bounds as Brooklyn Wilburn was the one there applying the pressure from the back line that did not allow Thomas to turn it across the face of the 6. Again, Thomas 17th in the state in goals, adding to her number. She had the 37th minute goal that made it 2-0. There's Felty working against King. King will bend it out of bounds. Throw in Raiders far side next to the corner. Only had one corner kick in the first half of play. There's Varney out to Hollingsworth at midfield. Wanted to go back to Varney, and Avery Hall takes it away. There's Frazier, leaves it off to Adams. Essie Kaiser with a touch. Starting a push up that far side, working against Parker. Adams splits the defenders, brings it out to Frazier. Pressure coming from behind. Raiders slow things down. Frazier looking down toward the 18. Fighting for position. She gets tangled up. Back to Moore. Adams. Keeps it at her feet. Puts it on the left foot and a swing. And Sydney Cecil's there with another diving save. Adams was very patient. Again, with a lot of pressure there from Cameron Ward. Didn't allow her to get all of it, but she got a good swing, and Cecil made another big save. Adams had a pair of goals, as did Thomas and Frazier in that 7-0 win on August 13th. That started the season. And then Thomas and Felty each netted 2 goals in the 7-1 win here last Monday. Get a hat tip to my crew, Jacob Hankins and Trey Collier, as you get all the great shots there, field level on both sides of the field. Happy to have everyone here with us on Kool TV. It's your first time with us. Hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you see something you like. Hit that bell. We'll alert you each time we have new material out on the channel. Thomas battling for position, tied up with King down in the corner. And it's going to be a throw in for the Raiders. They'll drop in at Thomas. As Felty tried to feed it down into the box, and it'll be a corner kick coming up, and Mia Frazier. Frazier had a good one back in the first half. Another good ball. Karam's out top of the 18. King plays it down. It pinballs around. And now Tiller gets too much air underneath it and over top of the crossbar. And too deep. And a goal kick coming up for the Comets. It's again one of those deals. You get a ball that just kind of pinballs around in front of the box there, and nobody can really get feet to it because everybody just clogs it up. Davis, near side. Nice job on the backside by Humphreys. And Davis takes it right back from her. Down to Thomas. Thomas can't make the hookup. Just rolled it right past her feet. Raiders throw in. No, they're going to say it's touched last by the Raiders, so it'll be West Carter throw in. Up near side of Martin. Hollingsworth tries to settle with Moore in tow. Essie Kaiser deflects the pass. And now Frazier, nice play there as she got physical to win the battle. Down to Felty. Felty trying to bring it out top of the 18. We got a collision between her and Brown. Bodies hitting the turf, and now a drop back to Moore. And she'll chip one down toward the box and skies the crossbar. Six minutes gone here in the opening part of the second half. Raiders in front 2-0. Low line drive. Moore plays it down. Brown fighting for position. Thomas had it for a moment and then can't play it down. Here's Davis wanting to save it near side, can't do so. Davis bends it through two players out to Thomas. Thomas tangled up with heavy pressure from Marnica Parker. Now Essie Kaiser slows down, trips herself on the ball, gets right back up though. Had a good idea trying to bend it near side to Caesar. And Wagner thwarts that one away. They get it off to Caesar. So poke it out of bounds. Caesar will do the throw in. The Raiders can't settle that one as back to the Comets it goes. Adams makes a nice stop. Trying to chip towards Caesar and can't do so. A physical battle between her and Wagner wins it again. Raiders throw. Thomas tangled up with Wagner down in the corner. Gets across the end line. Works out toward the top of the 18. Tries to come back looking for Adams. Adams with the top of the 6. But the Comets take it away. Here's Caesar chasing in Humphreys from behind. Trying to get an angle. Had a good ball, but Tiller was right there. Now they get it back to Caesar near side with an opportunity for a run. Thomas wants in the right corner. She gets it. Thomas bends it across the end line. Got too much to it, though. And it'll pinball off of her out of bounds, and Comets goal kick coming up. Back in for West Carter is Isa Blevins. And sure will play Sophie Martin. 2-0 our scores. We approach 31 minutes to go in the contest. Brooklyn Wilburn sends it skyward far side. Hannah Felty plays it out of the air. Can't settle. Right toward our camera on the far side is Felty with King in tow. Tries to save it in, can't do so. It'll be a throw in for the Comets. And now it's going to be a throw in for the Raiders. Ball from the far side to the near, trying to make it toward Olivia Caesar. Caesar settles, steps through. Wagner takes it off of her feet. Now Adams battling for position with Humphreys. A nice move by Savannah Adams. Touches it off to Caesar with 2 on. Caesar bends it down toward the box, and a one-hopper right in the hands of Cecil. High bounding ball up into the clear skies here in Grayson. 10 minutes gone here in the second half. Now Hollingsworth. As soon as she started a move, Tiller said not so quick. Back up towards Caesar. That one's too stiff. And the Raiders will let that one fly out of bounds, and a throw-in coming up for the Comets as we get 2 subs coming on. Back in J.C. Cooley. Actually, we'll get 3 subs on. J.C. Cooley, Brooklyn Stokes, and Madison Birds. Hollingsworth, Varney, and Humphreys checking out for the Comets. 2 goals for the Raiders in the first half. The first was in the 9th minute from Savannah Adams, in the 37th minute from Ellie Thomas, and that's where we currently stand, 2-0. Big ball off the back line for Monica Parker as it rolls out of bounds into the fans from Olive Hill. The Raiders throw it. J.C. Cooley steps 2. Tiller swings it ahead, off to Caesar. Caesar will settle. Works past Wagner. Working down to the right corner. Turns it across the top of the 18. Ball rolls back out to Adams. Adams lines up a shot, fires a dart off the top of the crossbar. And now Thomas is tied up, and we've got players going every direction. And we're going to get a PK. So the foul occurred inside the box. So now Ellie Thomas on a kick from the mark. We'll take a look at the shot from Adams that drew the iron a moment ago as Thomas pokes that one through with ease and makes it 3-0. Here's a look at the ball from Savannah Adams on the Grayson Sporting Goods Instant Replay. Nobody closes out on her, and she gives it a swing right across the top of the iron. So 3-0 Raiders as Thomas puts in her second goal of the evening on the PK. So in the 53rd minute, Thomas' second goal of the evening. Raiders trying to make a run. Sydney Cecil with a big drop kick out toward midfield. J.C. Cooley chipping it ahead, looking off to Blevins, and she'll try to switch fields. And Essie Kaiser steps inside. Now Frazier with a run. Frazier with 2 on. Goes negative and plays it back out to Hall. More to Frazier. Near side, here comes Caesar. Caesar with a nice move right in front. Chip to the back corner, and up at the top it goes across the crossbar. Nice move there by Olivia Caesar, though. She had Wagner right in front of her and just a touch past her. And had a great look there at the goal. More with Brown. Here's Felty. A big swing and a save by Cecil at the net. We look at it on the Grayson Sporting Goods Instant Replay as Sydney Cecil does it again. Now the Comets with a run. Boggs comes off her line, sends it downward. It's an empty net, and it's going to find its way past the edge. Gracie Davis provided the help on the back line after Boggs comes off of her line. She kind of hesitated, knocked it down, and then it got loose. And Brooklyn Stokes tried to send it to the left edge and could not get it in. So a corner kick for the Comets. That one pinballs off to the far side. We'll try it again. So Isla Blevins Loose ball out top. Nobody in the net. Boggs regains her ground. And a one-hopper right to Boggs as she'll fall on it. See Boggs there lying on the ground far side as Parker had the deflected ball out top that she jumped on quickly. Here's Thomas, near side Adams. Adams will intercept it. Looking back down toward Thomas, trying to leave it for Adams, and it's 3 white jerseys. Caesar out of the right side, working past Wagner and Cooley. Caesar just lets it tumble out of bounds. She'll throw it in. Raiders will do it again. Now Thomas goes past Wagner. Plays it back out top to Moore. Moore tried to fire with a left foot and deflected away. And a Raiders throw in again. Inside of 24 to go in the ball game, 3-0. Raiders in front here in the 62nd District Championship, looking for lucky number 13. Moore back off to Adams. Adams goes with the left foot, trying to go top shelf, and there's Cecil again. And we'll get a whistle and a foul against East Carter. So free kick coming up for West Carter near midfield. Boggs off the far side as Stokes gave it a run. High bouncing ball. Thomas tried to play it off of her head. Cameron Ward comes to. Too much. Parker swings it down toward the 18. Addison Tiller skyward and plays it forward with her head. Now Caesar's all alone over near side. Wagner coming on. Caesar beats her. Adams. Brown playing in front of her. Tries to punch it near side to Caesar. Wagner will pop it out of bounds. Here's Moore with a nice swipe to the right. Low driving kick, a good opportunity there. And she kept that one inside the box, or the frame, I should say. And Cecil with another nice save. 3-0 our score. And we got a player down of Isol Blevins that just came to the near side. Kind of stopped and just sat straight down on her backside. And we'll get a stoppage of play. Injury timeout. We'll step out as well. We're back after this on Kool TV.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Border Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Lewes, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter what species of fish you are targeting, Border Sporting Goods has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders also has baits in every size and style with a wide selection of tackle from Berkley, Strike King, Zoom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
The Electric Plant Board of the City of Vanceburg has been serving the needs of the community since 1939 and is dedicated to maintaining reliable utility service for its customers. Their employees are active members of the community and take pride in serving their neighbors and friends. The Utility Board encourages their customers to use their convenient online bill pay or phone payment service located on the back of their bill. They remind everyone to call 811 before you dig, even for small jobs, to prevent hitting buried utility line. And they wish all the teams the best of luck this season.
At Papa John's, get an extra large New York style one-topping pizza for only $10.99. Hand stretch, mouth watering, get that ooey gooey cheese. 8 extra large slices, hold it and fold it. It's an extra large, bigger is better, more for your money New York style pizza. Better ingredients, better pizza, better get you some cheesy, saucy, tossy Papa John's. Get an extra large New York style one-topping pizza for only $10.99. Papa John's.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today. That's Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Other restrictions may
Osman
apply.
Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmanpharmacy.com. Osman Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osman Pharmacy and Grill today. Osman Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
Miller Insurance Agency began serving the insurance needs of Northeast Kentucky in 1967. Since then, the agency has prospered by providing valuable insurance protection to our community. As your independent insurance agent, we're not tied to one company. Rather, we compare different carriers, finding the best price. Call or stop by today to compare your coverages. Remember, your independent agent serves you first. Find us online at millerins.net or stop by Miller Insurance, 210 South Carroll Malone Boulevard in Grayson. Check out Dyer's Big Sandy in Grayson for great prices on home appliances like washers and dryers, ranges and dishwashers. See our giant selection of living room suites, bedroom suites, recliners, mattresses, and electronics, including TVs and speakers. Visit our showroom at 506 Carroll Malone Boulevard in Grayson. You'll find the best prices and the best selection for every room of your home. And Dyer's has all the top brands in bedding: Tempur-Pedic, Purple, Stearns & Foster, Sealy, and Beauty Rest. Dyer's Big Sandy, 506 Carroll Malone Boulevard in Grayson.
Not only is State Senator Robin Webb proud to support and congratulate our youth in all their endeavors in and out of the classroom, but your State Senator Robin Webb is also proud to support and work for all the adults in her district. Robin Webb strives to put forth the best for youth and adults alike. Whether it's in Frankfort or here at home in her district, know that Robin Webb puts you first in all of her decisions she makes. State Senator Robin Webb strives harder every day to make Kentucky a better place to work, live, and have fun.
Back here in Grayson, the Joker Lawn Care broadcast tent. Isla Blevins helped to her sideline by the athletic training staff and her coaches. Certainly hope everything is okay with her. It was a very awkward play to where she came to the near sideline and there wasn't any contact, and then she just kind of sat down. So usually those non-contact injuries are the ones that you worry the most about. But certainly hope everything is good to go with her. Raiders leading at 3-0 as we approach the halfway point of the second half. Gracie Davis working up the near side. Trying to go toward Felty. Nobody's home. This one just boomed out of bounds on the near side from Wilburn. We've moved Felty and Caesar switching sides. It's kept Caesar on the far side now. Here's Davis splitting a pair of defenders as J.C. Cooley lost her footing there. As Madison Birds helps her back to her feet. Good throw down the end line as Thomas can't bend that one back across the 6. And a goal kick coming up for West Carter. Stay tuned with us after the game. We'll have the trophy presentations for both teams. Both teams will head off to Frenchburg and Menifee County next week for the 16th region tournament. Back in the game, Hollingsworth, Humphreys, and Stokes. No, excuse me. Varney's back in. Brisk air here tonight as the sun has gone down. Crisp evening. Nice feed from Adams, and Raiders try to save it back in. Here's Caesar on the far sideline. Turns it back post. Felty was there. She can't make the connection. And we'll get a push off from Hannah Felty. And a goal kick coming up. Actually, going to be a free kick behind the goal kick line. Brown settles. 18.5 to go in the ball game. 3-0 Raiders. Ellie Thomas with a pair of goals. Savannah Adams had our first goal. Ava Hall pushes Varney off of the ball, and then goes back out top, and Brown is right there. Here's Humphreys. Nice job by Felty, stepping to and taking it for a moment. Now Felty trying to save as it'll bounce out of bounds right in front of us. And a throw-in coming up for West Carter. Humphreys drops into Martin. Davis takes it away and then has it pushed off of her feet as it'll tumble out of bounds. And back to the Comets it goes. Looking down toward Hollingsworth. Tiller straight behind her. They'll take it back out top to Stokes. Stokes sends that one well wide of the goal as Braley Boggs will go out and put the mitts to it. 17.5 to go in the contest. Raiders lead at 3-0. High bounding ball up into the sky. Adams tries to settle. That was going to get into our broadcast position. Nice save by the ball boy in front of me. 2 thumbs up, he gets it. Humphreys trying to go down line. Adams plays it off the back of her head. That's right on the ponytail, too. That's a tough spot. Stokes down to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth top of the 18. Feeding it near side Martin. It's cut off by Davis, and Boggs will swipe it away. Boggs a big booming kick. Stokes tries to settle. 50-50 ball, still loose. Hall wins it for the moment, then right back to Stokes. Essie Kaiser bends it up the far sideline. Back to Kaiser. She tries to get it off. Does too on the second time, looking toward Adams. Adams slams on the brakes as Humphreys loses her footing. And then Adams loses the ball to Brown. Caesar working on the far side now. Down to Thomas. Thomas chips down looking for Felty. Nice job on the back line there by Wagner. And they'll just swipe it out of bounds on the far sideline, and it should be a corner kick coming up for the Raiders, and it will be, and it'll be Mia Frazier. Subs coming on for both teams. Manick's in for East Carter. Birds returns for West Carter. Mia Frazier from the far corner. Blankets and hot chocolate in Stowe here tonight in Grayson on a crisp evening here in the early part of October. Frazier, good ball down inside the box, finds its way on the back post and is turned away. Now Martin over pursues, has it taken off her feet by Moore, but then Humphreys plays it through. Nice through ball up to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth has Boggs backpedaling, loses the ball as she starts to make a push. And a big opportunity there by the Comets missed. And the Raiders quickly push it ahead. Frazier working with it on the far side. Caesar's moved back to the near side this time. Raiders will toss it in. As Haley Meanix looking down toward Thomas. Thomas just outside the 18, out top to Adams, can't make the connection. Way too much mustard on the pill. Wilburn tries to kick it away, and here's a ball firmly right back toward Cecil, and she snags it with the back of her legs. Take a look at this. This is how close it was as Frazier off of her feet and somehow pins on the backside of her legs. So we approach 13 minutes to go in the ball game. 3-0 is our score. 2 goals in the first half, 1 here in the second. A PK from Ellie Thomas. You got to give a hat tip to Sydney Cecil here tonight. She has played a remarkable game in the goal for the Comets. She has been busy from the word go. She's made some remarkable saves here this evening. And the flow of this game tonight has had the consistency of molasses in the wintertime in Alaska. It has been sloppy at best. Frazier bends that one toward the frame. Cecil gets it again. Just no consistency this evening on the offensive attack by the Raiders. It was one of the big messages Tyler Walker was talking to his team about at halftime. S.C. Kaiser steps to. A nice job on the back line by her. Ball taken away on the far sideline. West Carter trying to mount a push. Hall pushes Varney off the ball. The ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Comets. We'll get a sub first before we start the push back in. As J.C. Cooley checking back in, replacing Riley Humphreys. As we approach 11:30 to go in the ball game. Ball down in the box. That brings Boggs off of her line, and she promptly picks it up. Good kick. All the way out to midfield. Frazier settles. Working around Stokes. Plays it ahead to Felty. And Felty has it taken off of her feet by King as she tries to bend it back up the far line. Can't do so. A throw in coming for East Carter. And S.C. Kaiser will do the option. Frazier loses that one off of the foot of Stokes. And we just battle for position around midfield. Hollingsworth working on the right side. Tiller takes it away. Raiders throw in. Pair of subs coming in. Kinley Hall checking in, her first action, replacing Avery Hall. Meanix battling with Birds as a Bird swipes right down the middle of the field. Birds takes it far side. S.C. Kaiser turns it upfield. Here's Adams coming near side. Plays it up, looking for Caesar. Nice through ball over toward the right side. But it was before Caesar could get there. West Carter bounds it out of bounds, and Raiders throw in. They'll drop it into Thomas. Thomas a chip outside the 18. Frazier with 2 on. Looking down toward the right corner to Caesar, and there's nothing there but white jerseys. Martin turns it downfield. Hollingsworth giving chase with Tiller behind. She'll just deflect it back to the goalkeeper, and Boggs will swing it back near midfield. Cooley working against Moore. She gets shoved off of her feet. And a foul against East Carter. Free kick coming up for the Comets as we go inside of 9 minutes to play. West Carter just stepping to every ball. Beating the Raiders to the punch, and that's what's really slowed down the offensive attack of not being able to move the ball forward with a purpose. Here's Caesar. Right past Wagner, as Wagner will just touch it out of bounds, and Caesar will toss in. Before we do, we get a sub. One from both sides. Brown back on for West Carter. Back in is Rutledge for East Carter. As Frazier will step out, and leaving is Martin for West. Eight minutes to go in the contest. Raiders looking for their 13th consecutive 62nd District Championship. Adams working down toward the 18. Looking toward Thomas. Nice job on the back line there by Ward. Essie Kaiser mounting a run. Finds Thomas. Thomas over pursues. Adams trying to work it towards Caesar. Wagner touches it out of bounds. Raiders throw in. Caesar drops one down in the box and a skip off the turf into the hands of Sidney Cecil. 7 to play. Essie Kaiser tried to play the 50-50 ball and whiffed everything. One of the hardest balls to play when it gets in this kind of the dusk that we are in. That ball gets up on the lights, and sometimes it is hard to follow. Nice ball down inside the box and a swing of the net as it goes through. As it goes off the foot of Haley Meanix. That makes it 4-0. So Meanix with her 5th goal of the season. So in the 75th minute, Raiders add their 2nd goal of the second half. Here's Adams. Plays it ahead, out to Meanix again. Meanix with a nice ball to Thomas. Can she get there? She does and finishes. That's the way you move the ball, and Thomas and Meanix trying to celebrate on the near side. What a feed. As Thomas records the hat trick. "30 seconds it takes to finish that one and make it 5-0. Yeah, I would have loved to have had the tackle, and I just hit the replay. I should have stopped it. It's one of the best celebrations you'll get when a player tackles their own teammate, trying to celebrate and just wipes out. So the Raiders opening up a sizable lead now with 3 goals here in the second half. They lead at 5-0. And that was perfect ball movement on that last possession in which they spaced it, got it outside, got it back inside, and get it to the feet of Ellie Thomas, who was able to do something with the ball in the box. Avery Hall back in the ball game as Ellie Thomas is going to leave. 5.5 to go. This large group of seniors hoping not the final time they're going to play here. They would have to first win region and then get a semi-state game. But trying to finish off things here on the home field with a victory. And they're 5 minutes away from doing so for the Raiders' 13th consecutive 62nd District crown. Here's Caesar working on Wagner. Goes down inside. Wagner just takes her off of her feet. I mean, that's just a forearm and a shove. Caesar bounces back up. Let's cooler heads prevail, and she's going to do a throw from right at the far corner, or the near corner, excuse me. And then she comes in with a shove as well. And we're going to get a stoppage. Back underway we go. Rutledge checking in the contest. Four to play here in regulation. Raiders in front 5-0. Goals in the 9th and 37th minute in the first half. A PK in the 53rd minute. And then 2 goals in the 75th minute. One from Haley Minix, and then Thomas followed 30 seconds later. And that's where we currently stand. 5-0 Raiders. Brooklyn Stokes working up that far line. Here's Hollingsworth trying to mount a push. Plays it out to Varney on a run up the right edge. Tiller trying to cut her off. Varney makes a nice move into the 18. And as she turns it back towards Stokes, all she can do is try to pinball it off of Hall on the far sideline. Comets quickly play it in. Near sideline, Brown leaves it out to Humphreys. Back to Brown near side. 3 minutes to go. Brown working on Davis. Davis takes it off of her feet. Coming up the near side, Davis looking for Caesar on a release. And she'll take that one off Humphreys as she cuts her off. And we get some subs in and some of the starters off. In for East Carter's Haley Davis and Peyton Sparks. As Olivia Caesar will jog off. Mia James also entering the game. We got a free kick coming up for the Raiders as we go inside of 2. So Addison Tiller. Near side Felty. She goes to that kind of middle position, playing up front now of the midfielders. Chip back down. 90 seconds to go. Cecil will get the little tapper toward her. Raiders are going to pick up their 15th win this season, as West Carter will fall to 7-10-2 as they head to the 16th region tournament next week. Raiders working with it down in the 18. Ball going the wrong direction. It's going in the favor of the Raiders. They've got all kinds of legs around it. Cannot find a way to get a ball toward the frame. And that one gets turned all the way out to the near side. Gracie Davis will toss it in again. We got 30 seconds to go. And Raiders are going to get a corner kick. Somebody's going to have to go over and kick the ball, though. And the Raiders are not making a movement toward that direction. As we go into the final 15 seconds of this one, East Carter is going to be your 2024 62nd District champions. Ball loose, and that's your ball game. Final score here in Grayson. East Carter wins it 5-0. Postgame show when we return after this here on Kool TV.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pub and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
At Preston Family Funeral Home, we understand how making decisions during the loss of a loved one can be most difficult. You can help relieve this burden on your family with pre-planning at Preston Family Funeral Home. It's safe, secure, and simple. You can transfer your existing plan from any other funeral home to Preston Family Funeral Home by simply calling 606-325-4946. Preston Family Funeral Home. Our family serving yours because we care.
Final score 5-0. East Carter wins it, their 13th consecutive 62nd District Championship. Here's how it went down. 2 goals for the Raiders in the first half. Savannah Adams finishes with a crosser from Olivia Caesar in the 9th minute. 1-0 was the score. In the 37th minute, Ellie Thomas pokes in her first of 3 goals on the evening. 2-0 at the half, Raiders in front. Thomas gets a PK in the 53rd minute. Haley Meanix gets one in the 75th minute to make it a 4-0 lead. And 30 seconds later, Ellie Thomas finishes on a beautiful play in the net. I believe that's our final replay that we had of the evening, as we'll take a look at it here on the Grayson Sporting Goods Instant Replay. As it goes to the outside, and Thomas finishes in the far corner. And East Carter wins it 5-0. Dr. Green on the left, the superintendent of Carter County Schools, East Carter Athletic Director Brandon Baker in the center, and East Carter Principal Corey G there on the right, as both teams getting ready to receive their hardware here tonight as the 62nd District Tournament comes to a close. 16th Region Tournament next week down in Frenchburg in Menifee County. Unfortunately, due to the distance, we will not be able to provide coverage down there. So, wish the Raiders and the Comets both best of luck, as both the boys and the girls will make that trip next week as members of runners-up, as the region draw will be on Saturday. So they'll get the pairings and figure out where they play, as we've got our first postseason in the books. Volleyball, one more week of regular season play, then it'll go into district play the week of the 21st. Region will follow. That'll be up in West Liberty. We're trying to figure out how to get a microphone to work. Got a lot of sound system, and the one piece that we need to work is not working. At this point, somebody just speak loudly and announce it to the crowd. And we're just gonna go without a microphone. West Carter's gonna come out and get their trophy. Smart decision there by Brandon Baker. Again, I couldn't say enough about the job tonight of Sydney Cecil. You see her there in the gray jersey and then wearing number 10. She played a remarkable game in goal for the Comets this evening, as the Raiders kept the pressure up, but she turned away several opportunities on some phenomenal stops. Probably my favorite one, though, was the one when she caught it in the back of her legs. That was pretty awesome. And now the Raiders coming out to pick up their 13th consecutive 62nd District trophy, as Braylee Boggs, the senior goalkeeper, grabs it and holds it high, and Raiders will walk it over to the near sideline and show it off to their fans. So the Raiders will head off as district champs, trying to pick up another region championship on the way, and hoping if they can do that, that'll get them a bid back home in a semi-state game. But they still got some work to do as they're going to the region round starting next week. Big thanks to everyone here at East Carter High School with all they do. Tyler Walker and Coach Grady Garrison from the boys. A phenomenal job they do with the two programs here, as well as my crew here this evening, Trey Collier, Jacob Hankins. Phenomenal job by them, as always, and as everyone at the Kool Sports Network. That's it for us this evening. East Carter is your 62nd District champ for the 13th consecutive time, as they defeat West Carter by a final score of 5-0. For Trey Collier and Jacob Hankins, everyone at the Kool Sports Network, I'm James Collier saying good night from Grayson.
Thank you for watching East and West Carter Boys and Girls Soccer on Kool TV. This broadcast of East and West Carter Girls and Boys Soccer is an exclusive sports presentation of the Kool Sports Network and Kool TV.